Today on 3D Outdoors, we're going to show you the candy mode on the HARVESTRIGHT freeze dryer. All right, yes, you heard me right. There is a special mode for candy. So the first video you saw where we ran a candy batch through, we ran through the whole freeze process and everything. Took about 22 hours to complete that batch of candy. And it came out great. All the people that taste tested it said it was really good and everything. And I was doing some research and ran across that the HARVESTRIGHT has a freeze dry mode, or shall I say not necessarily freezed, but dried mode for candy. There is a special mode in here. I think we can cut it down to about 4 hours and get the same results. That'll cut our times down by a quarter, maybe more. So let's get into that here. I'm gonna get over here, I'm gonna set up the machine, take you in for a closer look with me as I do that here. We have all our candy ready to go down here. We're running a full batch. Something I learned on the first one is make sure to give yourself enough space on the trays. I've seen people just cram the Skittles in and they're blowing up on the top, but it may not be even. You may end up with chewy ones in there and whatnot, and that's not what you want. You want a good process, so give plenty of room. You see the Jolly Ranchers I spaced out well. I have the Starburst unwraps this time. That way it was a little easier, but you can see there's room for them to grow. The Skittles I spread out a little bit. I have some Nerds clusters there. And then I have some saltwater taffy back here I'm giving a try on too. So we're going to put all those in. Let's go to the machine here. And what we're going to do first is we're going to go to Customize. And once we're in there, if we hit the up arrow on the dry temp to 135, you can see it comes up with candy high temperature mode. That's what we want. We're not going to need the initial freeze, so we're going to go to 0 on that, or off basically. So we're going to go to off on that. And extra freeze time, we don't need that, so we'll cancel that out. And then we're ready to go. So we're going to hit save, and we're going to hit start, and you're going to hear it start up, and it's going to do its initial cooling the vacuum chamber, which is going to take 15 minutes. In 15 minutes we're going to come back and then we'll check back in. All right, we are to the next step here. It's been 15 minutes and you can see on here it says high temperature mode candy process. It is currently in the off. It says load trays into freeze dryer, close drain valve, and then continue. We want to turn this on like that. Go over here and close our drain valve. Without that closed, you will not get a vacuum. Going to load our trays in there. So it still does chill it, but it doesn't go through that extra freezing, long freezing period the way it looks. And that must be why it can get it down to about a 4-hour time frame. We will find out here. We'll be watching this. Carefully, Jolly Ranchers want to slide around in here and roll. Okay. Here we are, all loaded in the machine. All ready to go. Get that door closed, give it the full turn there. We're latched in good. Gonna go up here and we're gonna hit continue. And it says warm trays. We're going to hit start. And it's going to warm the trays for a minute, and then it's going to go into its mode. So here we go. We'll check back in with progress. All right, stepped outside just for a moment to put some chicken on the smoker out there, and the vacuum pump had kicked on already. You can see it says drying. It's got a 3-hour countdown on it. It had already reached the 135 tray heat. But the amazing thing about this is, let's see if we can see in there real close. You can see the Skittles are already popping. The starbursts are rising. Wow, it's like it's automatic, instantaneous production. You can see it's pulling those apart in there already. You can see these are blowing up a little bit. I don't see anything on the Jolly Ranchers yet, but they're bigger, harder candy. But look at those Skittles go. Wow. That is amazing how fast that is. We're going to let it run through the cycle and then we'll be back. All right, very exciting. We're at 1.5 minutes to go, and I got to tell you, wow, this new process is working better than the old process. I should have given the nerds way more room. They totally expanded. Here I was preaching at the beginning not to overcrowd trays, and I think I still put too much in. The Jolly Ranchers I gave enough room for the way it looks, but wow, those have just totally ballooned up. So just very exciting. 60 seconds to count down here. When it gets done, we'll shut her all down and we'll get her out and we'll see how it is, and we'll even taste a couple. Here we go, 43 seconds, counting down, 40 and less. Look at how big those are. The Starburst, they blew up a little. The Starburst got a little bit bigger, but not huge. The Skittles are as expected, but wow, look at that bottom tray. And I can't wait to see the saltwater taffy in the back of that too. So we will here in just a minute. All right, here we go. 9, 8, 7, 6. Very exciting to see how this new mode worked. Process complete. All right. We'll go no defrost. We'll open the valve. Let's get our product out. Oh, wow. The trays are very warm. I suppose that's at 135 degrees. They probably held the trays there for the whole time. All right, there we go. Set that like that so it can vent. I'm gonna do a quick shot here with my phone, but look at that. Just amazing. The new mode is a success, and there you go. There's how to use the new mode on the HARVESTRIGHT. Now, if you go back into customize right now, it's still setting on some of your redone settings. So if you hit reset, it'll put it all back to normal so you can do a normal batch of food. So that's how you set it back to normal again. So there you go. There is the candy mode on your HARVESTRIGHT freeze dryer. This is Dan with 3D Outdoors, reminding you to get into the outdoors and enjoy everything it has to offer. If you like this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, and you can always follow us over at 3d-outdoors.com. That's our website. See you next time.